Okay, I'd like to welcome all of you to our very first pool funding insights and updates. And so we have spent some time together watching some great videos. I'll be putting those videos onto the Telegram group if they're not already there, by the way. Many of them are. We did watch some excellent videos today. We've been given a lot of insight in our very first pool funding insights and updates. And now I'd like to also give you an update. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So without further ado, let me share a video that's in the process of being produced, which will then catapult this big announcement out there into cyberspace. Let me share my screen, and we're going to go to the software itself, because this is going to be going through some alterations and everything. So let me find it real quick. Okay, the video we're going to watch is called HODLNOT Offer Coming to an End. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So here's the beginning of this production. I've just started putting it together. We can watch it from here. Here we go.
We can't see your screen, Ace.
Oh, shoot. That'd be a good idea for me to share my screen. Let me fix that. Okay, share screen. Okay, you guys can see my screen now, I hope.
Yes.
All right. Start at the beginning. So I'm in the software that I'm creating these videos, and we're going to watch it from here. I don't think I'll have any problem with the, infringement, because it'll be different by the time I upload it to YouTube. So I think I can get away with this. If you even upload some part of something, sometimes YouTube has a problem with that, but I don't think that'll be the case here. With this is not even out there in the general public yet. So, and by the time it is, it won't even be the same. It'll be very, very different. All right, here we go. I know for those of you on a phone, this may be hard to see because the screen is so small over to the right here, but it'll be about the final production will be up on the it'll be up there on the Telegram channel soon enough, within probably an hour from now. Okay, here we go.
You aren't going to be able to make it full screen like the other?
I can't. I'm so sorry. This software only allows this size of a screen until it's produced, and it's in the middle of production. All right. All right, here we go. We'll start from the top. Here we go.
We told you to buy the dip at $26,000. It was so exciting when the price went up to $58,000. Then the price drifted down to $16,000, and we launched the HODLNOT offer, hoping to get the price up to $90,000. We promised back in February that we would have price stability over $100,000 by the end of October. Why wait? Become a HODLNOT today. Imagine 10 times your investment in mere months. It's not just a dream, it's a reality waiting for you. Dive into the future of finance, embrace the thrill, and watch your wealth soar. Don't miss out. Join the revolution and secure your financial freedom now.
Okay, so there you go. That's the beginning of that project. I was hoping to have it done before meeting with you today, but it didn't work out. But hey, one of our HODLNOTs, one of the early ones, got featured. Pete Allsing, got to see his picture on there. But when I get done, there's going to be quite a few of the astronauts or HODLNOTs in their spacesuits included into this production. So, but yeah, coming to an end. I haven't even kept count of how many HODLNOTs we have, but it's well under 100 for sure, And the end of the HODLNOT offer will happen on August 31st of 2024. Today is August 19th, so you do the math. August 31st is the end of the HODLNOT offer. That's it. And that's going to be one of the very best things we've ever done. And we'll do. So spread the word. Look for me when I'm available to do some HODLNOTing. No matter what, I do expect the price of PFP to go up to about 500,000. I expect that within the next 30, 45 days. And we are also expecting the price of PFI to also double, or maybe even triple from where it's sitting right now within that same time frame. And then from there, by the time we get into December, we expect both of these coins to be well over 100,000 each, probably both of them well over 200,000 each, and have price stability well above that as well. So that's the full expectation that we have. And, I'm not necessarily a prophet, but I know how to make profit, if you know what I'm talking about. So I know how to see things before they happen. I know what the numbers look like. I know what numbers will turn into. And you don't have to be a seer or a prophet to know that, when you have a group that's growing exponentially, and how that's going to impact the price of something that they have to buy in order to participate. Think about that. And just knowing that one thing, you can know that we can almost have predictability with what we're doing. Okay. All right. What are your thoughts on that big announcement?
Makes me want to scrape together a little extra money to throw some more into it.
Yeah, I know you come in a couple times already, so why not
You and me
one
both.
more?
Definitely. I agree.
Good deal. I'll put together the rest of that production and put the word out.
I'll see what I can get done also.
And you're brand
I
new.
might have only been in for 2 or 3 days. We'll see what can get done.
Yeah, fantastic. Good deal.
Ace, there
Well,
was a comment, if you could explain what that is. Someone put a comment in the chat as to what is HODL.
okay,
I
let's see
don't know.
here. So Scott Worswick is asking, what is a HODL knot? Okay. And then David in response, shared his poster there. I love that poster. All right. So a HODL knot. So basically, if you take the word hold, right? So usually when it comes to, you're in some kind of a market, you got buying, you got selling, and you got holding, right? So if you take the word hold, HOLD, that means to wait, right? Sit on what you got already and wait for the price to get better before you sell it. So that's the idea. And something happened almost maybe by accident in the cryptocurrency world, and that is someone was trying to get that same message out there that you want to get Bitcoin and you just want to hold it, right? Maybe they accidentally misspelled the word and they spelled it HODL instead of HOLD, right? But then someone noticed that could be an acronym to get an even sharper point across, and that is hold on for dear life, right? HODL. Okay, so that's where the word HODL comes from, HODL. And, another thing that's kind of been very popular among enthusiasts in the crypto world is the idea of going to the moon, taking the price to the moon, right? Which, brings in the astronaut aspect of being a HODL knot. So you combine the two, and I'm not the first to do it. You combine the two terms, HODL and the astronaut, bring it together, you got HODL knot. And we are in a crazy time where cryptocurrency, when you compare it to the traditional Forex, regular paper currency market, or you compare it to stocks, options, bonds, futures, securities, any kind of security, futures, there's all kind of derivatives, indexes. When you compare the volatility of how wide and how fast the value of a particular coin may be in the market, even Bitcoin as an example of this, right, as the very original cryptocurrency, the first one of its kind, holding on for dear life takes on a whole new meaning when you got something that the beginning of the day is worth $100, and by the end of the day it could be worth $300, and then the day after that it could be worth $75, right? This is what holding on for dear life is all about, okay? Because it's really that crazy volatile like that. But the idea is that if you just sits on something long enough, like there was a whole bunch of people that were real excited when Bitcoin got to $1,000 and made an all-time high. Holy cow. Like this vapor money, you can't even touch it, right? It's worth $1,000 for one thing, one little digital coin. There's no way they put it in your hand. You can't eat it, can't sit on it, can't drive it down the road. But yeah, $1,000 for one of them, you know? And everybody thought that was so amazing that it got to $1,000. I mean, who in their right mind would spend $1,000 on something you can't even touch, right? But that's how it went for Bitcoin at one point. And people say, just hold on to it, hold on to it. It's going to go higher, right? And then it took a nosedive all the way down to $150, guys. Right? Took a couple of years to get down to $150, but it did. It scraped the bottom and it went back up. The next time it hit an all-time high, $20,000. Okay. So who are the fools buying these coins? Or are they the sages after all? Right? Think about it. Holding on for dear life. It's a thrill and it can be very profitable. So I hope I answered that question for you. Scott, how did I do?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. And I hope I entertained the rest of you while I was answering that question. I tried to make it entertaining. Okay, so let's see here. We watched the video, we made the announcement, and any other final thoughts on the end of the HODL error? Anybody else want to comment on that? We're all good.
Just wish I had an extra $10,000 laying around.
I tell you, I mean, the whole idea is turning 10,000 now, mid-August, into 100,000 by Christmas time this year, which is, we're not even 6 months away from Christmas. We're shorter than that, right? So, boom.
And it also signifies that we're in a new growth spurt.
Yeah, exactly. So we are what I would consider scraping the bottom right now, So this video will help clarify that, because when I started the HODL program, we were scraping down at $16,000 per coin, and I predicted that HODL would help us bring the value up to $90,000 per coin. Okay. Now we'd already had an all-time high at that point of 64,000, came back down to something like 21,000, went back up to like 58,000, right? It didn't pass up the last high, but then it came back down to 16,000, okay? We launched HODL, and almost immediately from the time that we launched HODL, the coin just went straight up past the target of 90,000, onward above 100,000, even doubling it past to 200,000, and it went up to an all-time high of $300,000 per PFP coin. And it did all that in the space of about 45 days, from $16,000 to $300,000. And we've gotten stronger since then, okay? We're actually getting stronger now. And what I mean by that, the more people that pay every day, they're those same ones that need to make their monthly payment every month, right? And when the people making their monthly payment grows from a few hundred people to 1,000 people to a few thousand people to tens of thousands of people, you get my point? Okay. And what if we're looking at hundreds of thousands of people by December, which is not really impossible? Okay. Some people might think, oh my God, but just look at how fast things are moving today. Look at how fast AI is catching on. Okay. In fact, I'm very excited about the newest offer I saw come from Mike Dagis, where he's sharing information about how you can use AI to send text messages. Now you're talking. It's one thing to send out an email, but if you can get AI to do text, right, Mike?
Yes, sir. It's pretty amazing. You can send out push the button once and send it out to as many text messages that you want in your phone contacts, and you can promote any business, anything you want. And
Can
full
you-
funding is ideal for this.
Can you put any
What
list in there you
system is
want?
that?
What's that?
Go ahead, Ace.
Yeah, I'll show it to you in a moment, David. But yeah, so that's so they don't provide the list. You provide the list. Is that the idea?
Well, it starts out as basically the contacts you have in your phone. But if you've got a list, you can enter the numbers either into your email or your phone, and it'll sync up. And that's how I did it. I've got over 3,000 contacts in my phone just from putting business leads in. And so I can contact, you can put them in groups, anything you want. The system's really
can it
nice.
work with a computer, or does it have to be a phone?
I believe it's designed for a phone, but I don't know. It's a good question. I'm gonna
right.
look at it. I
Yeah.
gotta look into it. It just got started yesterday.
Okay. Well, when I saw that earlier today, I'm like, now we're talking, because people almost feel like obligated to open up, what they call an SMS or a text message on their phone, because if you don't, that you have that annoying little number there on the unopened messages just staring back at you forever. You know what I'm saying? And most people can't stand it.
98% open rate in 3 minutes versus
Yeah.
20% open rate with email.
Exactly. So putting the AI to work on sending text messages, I think there's real potential there. So guys, look, AI is here. It can be our friend. Okay. And let's treat it like that, right? Because if we do it right, it'll always be our friend. Okay. But yeah, we can really start to spread what we want to do here, our message out there, to a lot of people very quickly with the technology that's at everyone's fingertips. If you've got internet access, you have the same access as I do or anyone else does to all of these technologies. And these technologies do make our job of building teams even easier, right? So we just got to learn how to use them. So that's it, guys. So that's my announcement. So we're coming to an end. We're looking at August 31st, 2024 as the last and final day you could become a HODLNOT. Okay, so be sure to reach out to me on Telegram as quickly as possible and let me know that you want to be a HODLNOT, and we can schedule a time for you to do that. You have to have at least $100 or more in your MetaMask wallet before setting an appointment. Okay, so in order to participate in the HODLNOT program, at least $100. You can do in increments of 100, 100, 200, 300, whatever. You can do into the thousands of dollars. We do have HODLNOTs that have done thousands even. We've got people that are even higher than thousands. So the opportunity is there. It now has an end date. And by the time we get to December, we'll compare the list of HODLNOTs to the membership list and see if the membership list is probably 10,000 times bigger. It's going to be big compared to how few there are in the HODLNOT category. So, and that's why I could make such a strong offer where we can give you the assurance of having, the ability to 10 times your money by Christmas. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end now. But before I do that, I'm sure everybody wants to say goodbye too. So just go ahead and unmute and everybody say bye-bye. See you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wait,
Thank
see you later.
Bye-bye.
We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
See y'all
Tomorrow
later.
night for you.
See you
Tomorrow night
later.
for you. Bye now.